Bugman to base leader! Bugman to base leader! We are under attack! Repeat, we are under attack!
Well, hello everybody, it's bugmancx here. Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft The Journey. This is episode 63. We're really making progress in this series, aren't we? Oh, here we are, just looking at the carts. I have to do that because if I want the camera to zoom into my face, I have to have blocks in front of my face. But anyway, that's a bit of behind the scenes trivia for you. Here we are on the cart, which our cow, which is now gone missing, has valiantly taken us across the lands to this new space which we're going to develop in Minecraft Beta. Now, as we've seen before, this area is comprised of a lake, if I can just get myself up this hill. And we're going to do some transformations on this area. I'm going to make it look really nice. I'm thinking kind of like villagey style, something around the lake, fishing village, something like that. I don't know. I definitely know already that I'm going to be doing some landscaping. I'm going to shave all of this back and make it all look nice and match up with this area a lot better. I guess that must be my trusty cow. Well, she can enjoy the water. I'll just be over here doing my thing. But I wanted to take you on a little bit more of a tour of this area that we're now going to call home. And there's also a couple of things about this area which we need to be clear about. One is that this terrain was all generated in Alpha 1.2 or later. When we went off looking for biomes earlier in this series, we generated a whole lot of new terrain, but it was all based on this same terrain engine that was in Alpha 1.2.0 and Beta 1.0 and beyond. It doesn't change for a little while, so this is still effectively beta terrain, even though we generated it a little earlier. Now over here you can see some mountains. These mountains have some sheer flat edges, and I'll show you why when we get a little bit closer, if I can navigate this tiny little desert. That is because beyond this ridge here is all alpha terrain, so before Alpha 1.2.0, the same type of terrain that we were living in with the alpha house for quite a long time. But I think that that's quite interesting, and I like the idea of having old terrain meets new terrain. This is the whole area where we're going to be doing some transformations, and this is a historic pre-Alpha 1.2.0 terrain, and I kind of like that. And if you pop up here, you'll actually see the sheer cliffside, and we need to do that anyway because I want to show you something else over here in a moment. But up there you can see another sheer edge, and this just shows the chunk boundary. This is another way you can see the chunk boundary. It's pretty clear, but I'm really happy that it's not very jarring like we've seen before. Although, speaking of jarring, if you head out this way, you can probably start to see it out there already. Yeah, there are some pretty severe chunk boundaries here from old meets new terrain, and that's going to be typical in this series. It's going to happen a lot, but I think I like the idea of embracing it. You know, it's part of the game's history. It's part of the upgrade process from terrain engine to terrain engine, and we're going to have to make the best of it. So we're actually really, really close on all sides here to old terrain and new terrain. And if we walk over this way a little further, you'll see that we're not actually too far from our previous home at all. Just over those chunk cliffs there is where the lake is, and that's where we're going to be living. And out this way is the ocean, and this is all Alpha Ocean. On the left-hand side is new Beta terrain, and over this way, in the distance, we should see something coming into render distance any moment now. Don't prove me wrong. There it is. That is Portal Island if you recognize it. So this is actually really convenient because it means that we're well connected. We are only living over there now, but we can actually connect to our previous builds and all of the other alpha terrain through the portal network going off this way. Now this is also good because it means that we're not generating boats. It also means that we're not generating too many new chunks, and that's important to me because I don't want to make the world grow to such a size where it's impossible for us to find new terrain or have to travel out thousands and thousands and thousands of blocks every time the terrain engine changes. So to me, this is a great compromise. Now before I can get settled into this area, I've got some mining to do. Over here I've made a little dugout, and at the bottom of this staircase here is a cave system, and I'm going to go exploring it, and I'm going to get myself all of the usual things together. I want to get a few basic materials like iron and some more stone and some better tools. I also want to hook up this area to the nether, so to do that I'm going to have to get some diamonds and get myself some obsidian as well. And then I think we'll be all set. We'll be able to hook it up and then connect it up to the other part of civilization over there. So let me get cracking and get some mining done. Uh-oh. Yes, another productive day's mining, and we're back now at world spawn. So I suppose I had better use the nether, and then actually I've got to cross land to get back to that area. So I got my work cut out for me, don't I? I wonder. Hello? Hello, is anybody home? Anyone there? Doesn't look like it. Maybe I could just... No one would know. Oh, jackpot. Oh, that's exactly what we needed. Just enough for a portal. Well, I've only nicked a couple of supplies. It's not the end of the world. But we're heading back to our new area, which is out this way somewhere. I haven't actually boated there before, so this will be interesting. There we go. There is the portal island. I never hooked that up to the nether, and I should have. I really should have, because the nether system that I built with all of the snow was actually very complicated to make and took a long time. And this portal area is probably just over the center of the lava lake. So who knows where we'll come out when we do build a portal on the other side. But I'm going to boat myself all the way back to our new beta area and set up myself a portal. For now, I think I'm going to build this portal out of the way, probably over here, because as we transform this area, we're going to find the new location for a more permanent nether portal. So what about just here in the middle of this ditch? That'll do. Okay. There we are. Now, place your bets. Where's this going to come out? I think this is going to come out at the art gallery. Okay, let's see. Oh, no! Almost set myself on fire. Let's see. Bingo. Bingo. Art gallery portal. It's really interesting, isn't it? Because it really is the only closest portal to anywhere. So it looks like the actual portal that we're going to need to build is probably over that way, just over here somewhere, I'd say. Not too far, but just over there. So I'll work out exactly where it should be based on the mathematics and figure out if we can get out there and build a spot to put the portal. This is getting all too familiar. Let me tell you, things are starting to get hairy. I'm surrounded in ghasts. They are everywhere. Now you can probably understand why I built most of this nether in peaceful mode. Anyway, I have dug a tunnel. It goes up a little way because I wanted to dig through the netherrack rather than be exposing myself to these ghasts. But this goes through here. Sorry, it's a little bit dark. I didn't have any torches, but let's light it up as we go. Probably about 30 or 50 blocks into this little space here. And where I've marked out these 2 cobbles is where we're going to build our first portal. Now the first portal we're going to build here is not actually the one to the beta area, but it is the one which goes, it should go through to Portal Island. So I just want to be absolutely sure that it does. Oh yeah, it does. So I should now be able to take any of these portals in theory, and they should link back up to that same portal. So let's try out this one. Whew. Yeah, I was a bit nervous about that, but sure enough, it has. Now, here comes challenge number 2. So let me just show you where we are in relation to everything so you can get a general sense, because I know that it's difficult here in the nether to know exactly where everything is. Okay, there's the art gallery portal. And back this way, this is the Alpha House portal, which means that off in that direction there is spawn. And because the portal to the beta area is further back on the, what would that be, the x-axis, that means that actually it's off in this direction. So we want to make a tunnel that can get there from spawn to that area and then around this way as well. So it'll be kind of a circular area. So I need to dig... Oh, no, no. I need to dig that way. Oh, this isn't looking good. Well, we haven't dug very far. And already, oh, it's just a nightmare out there. This is going to be a tricky job. We're going to have to try and kind of... Whoa, did you see how many there were? Well, we've made a bit more progress, but this is the most stressful thing I've done in a long time. Have a look at this. Are you ready? Oh my, that's a lot of ghasts. That's more ghasts than I've ever seen in one place in my entire life. It's been slow going here, but with some perseverance and some reassurance from our friendly pigmen, we have made some progress on this tunnel. So this is the portal that goes to Portal Island, and then through here is a pathway that goes all the way to the portal for the new beta area. And I had to basically build this block by block, essentially. I was hiding out like this, and then going out and quickly building bits and running back before the ghasts would get me. And it was pretty horrifying, as you would have also seen from the intro clip of this episode. So it turns the corner and goes around here, and then right here at the end, we will be able to now build our portal, and hopefully it will take us to the right location. If it doesn't, then we might be in trouble. Oh, I didn't really think about how to do this effectively, did I? Because it's a disaster out there. It is an absolute disaster. How am I going to do this safely? This is the problem that I was talking about. All right, let's just close that off for now, and we'll do the back. No, we don't want to do the back. What am I talking about? We'll do this one on this side because it's safe on this side. We'll do it block by block, one block at a time. Okay, and now across the top. Yep, this is looking good, looking good. Okay, now we've got the tricky bit because I don't think there's a block on that side or there. How am I? Okay, ready. Huh, yep, we're looking good now. Whoa. Okay, not a single ghast shot. This is really good. Okay, that's job done. Let's get the flint and steel and light her up. Okay, hopefully this goes to our beta area portal. Fingers crossed. It does, it worked. Oh, that makes me so happy. At least that hard task is now out of the way and our area is properly connected, and now I can go to and from the other areas of the world and get all of the materials that I need. This makes me happy, very happy. I just had to check for a moment there, but yep, and it's definitely linking up both ways. Job done. I'm happy to be back from my journey to the you-know-where, because it was horrifying in there, and although I don't mind the Nether too much, in these early versions, it is a real challenge. You might remember a few versions back when when the Nether was introduced in Alpha 1.2.0, there was no way of knowing what any of the blocks in the game were called. I mean, obviously this was sand, and obviously this was grass, but those new blocks in the Nether, we had no idea what they were until, of course, Beta 1.0, which introduced the tooltips with my diamond pickaxe and my bow and my cooked pork chop. So now we can see absolutely, for sure, 100% what these blocks are called. Netherrack, soul sand, glowstone dust, and glowstone. So that settles any disputes from the early alpha days about what those different blocks were called, and in the future we will always know what all of the new blocks are called because of those tooltips, and I think that's a very handy thing to have. Well, we've been doing a lot of administration work today, like hooking up the Nether and everything like that, but I think it's time to start transforming this area a bit. I really want to get rid of this mountain behind me and open up this beachfront somewhat, and then just see where things take me. So I'm going to get out my shovel. Where is that? Somewhere. I can't really see what I'm doing. There we go. There's the shovel. I'm going to get the shovel and we're going to get digging. Well, it is certainly looking different around here. By no means finished, it's just the start really. We're hopefully going to transform this area into something fun. Hello, cow. Thank you for joining me, everybody. This is the end of the episode. If you enjoyed yourself and you haven't subscribed yet, then please do click that subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you get notified every time I put out an episode. We are really, really close to the 1,000 subscriber mark on YouTube, and I'm going to be over the moon when we reach that number. So thank you to everybody who has enjoyed this series and has supported me along the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But until the next episode, this has been bugmancx. You've been watching Minecraft: The Journey. Bye-bye.